So, my video yesterday, Alone in the Dark or whatever the fuck I called it. People kind of took it, I don't know, people kind of took it kind of on very face value. I don't know. I was getting a lot of "don't be depressed." I'm not depressed. I'm upset. Like, I'm disappointed. I'm upset. I'm worried. I'm far from depressed. Depressed comes when the shooting starts. That's when I get depressed, right? I'm everything up to depressed right now. Because I can't see the future. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And that worries me. Because I see a dozen or more possibles. Right? I feel like Doctor Strange sitting there fucking doing that shit, fucking trying to figure out what's going on. But here's what I know. It's confirmed. Joe Biden is going to have the most dystopian looking fucking inauguration ever in this country. They've got 25,000, somebody said 30,000 a day. I don't know, last solid report I heard was 25,000 National Guard troops stationed around the Capitol. Like, they're just fucking everywhere. They've got checkpoints. You have to show your papers if you're on official business. Papers, please. Like, everybody gets into the pool, yeah. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Okay, so in the Capitol, you need to have your papers if you're going to be wandering around, because the National Guard is going to be asking you for your papers. Now, I don't even know entirely how true that is. That's some shit I heard. So, right, I'm taking that one with a grain of salt. But somebody's saying it. Again, it doesn't matter now. We live in a world where every time somebody says something, reality fractures. So it is now both true and not true, because there are people that are going to believe it and there are people that are not going to believe it, whether it's true or not. Right? So that's some new reality. Don't know. The Guard has been authorized lethal force. The National Guard has been told, if you feel you have to shoot citizens, do it. But now I'm hearing reports that most of the soldiers, most of the guardsmen, ain't got no bullets in their guns. And like, I'm sitting there going, well, that actually, in a roundabout, really fucking stupid way, that actually makes a lot of sense, right? Here's the thing. Let's say you're a giant vagina. Like, I mean literally a giant vagina, right? You're a giant vagina. And you can't, you just can't tolerate any possibility that anything bad might happen and it might be your fault somehow. Right? But you want to use the very threatening things that you have, but you want to make sure that there's no way you're going to get in trouble. So what do? You get all the mean soldiers to put their gear on, right? And you get them all to stand on the corner and look really mean and mostly bored. And they stand there with these big black assault rifles, right? These big military style, fully automatic, semi-automatic, fully auto semi-matic fucking assault rifles, right? And just a single press of the trigger could mow down the whole fucking building that people are in, and then the whole building collapses, everybody's dead. This is the most dangerous. There's nukes, right? And then there's fucking these things that these guys are carrying. That's the fucking hierarchy of death, right? We've got nuclear weapons and then fucking assault rifles, military assault rifles. And there they are, standing there with their military assault rifles. But God forbid anybody should get hurt. So don't put any bullets in it. Just look really threatening, and don't be threatening. Just look really threatening. And if anybody says to you, hey, why are you standing around with these highly dangerous, almost nuclear weapons? Make sure you tell them it's fine, they're not loaded. Okay, I think we'll be good. Right? We'll be safe now. So honestly, when it comes down to it, it actually makes sense that they all have fucking rifles with no bullets. Nevertheless, most of them have no bullets, which is okay. Well, all right, I feel safe then, I guess. And here's what they're there because of COVID, and because nobody gives a flying fuck about Joe Biden, and because really nobody would fucking show up for anything, they've decided no people. We don't want a crowd. So the guard is not there to protect the crowd. The crowd is now flags. That's not a joke. There's a shit ton of flags. Like it looked like thousands of flags. And they're set up in like designs and shit, right? So it's flags now. All flags. Look at all those flags. It's just a bunch, rows and rows of flags. Like, okay, so there's all these rows of flags, and you know, whatever, and then they're gonna have all these guard soldiers, you know, guard the flags in case we accidentally put up a place where a large group of people could hide. We now have all these soldiers without bullets to protect the flags, and then you're either, because I don't know, I seriously don't even know this yet. I have no fucking clue. Alright? Either A, Joe Biden and his wife are gonna be there with like Obama and Michelle and the Clintons, right? And he's gonna swear in on, you know, the Bible. And that's going to be like the stage. But like the Obamas are going to be over here and the Clintons are going to be over here because we're going to have social distancing. And everybody's going to be wearing masks. And so he's going to do that. Or he's going to zoom it. And there's going to be a screen that the guard's going to be protecting with no bullets. There's going to be a screen where they are going to have this shit like in the Oval Office or something. I don't even fucking know. They're going to do it wherever the fuck they decide to do it. And he's going to do it there on TV so that the flags and the National Guard can watch it. Without bullets. Alright, I think I'm good. Now here's the kicker. I haven't even gotten to the good shit yet, right? Like, I've just painted the fucking picture of the absurdity of what's gonna fucking happen tomorrow. Here's the kicker. In order for these guardsmen to stand around without bullets, guarding rows of flags, and quite possibly TV screen Joe Biden, right? For the privilege to do this, these guardsmen had to be vetted for any possible allegiance to Donald Trump, and possibly, if maybe, they might use their position as a guard at the inauguration to possibly attack the incoming administration. Now, this is not a QAnon conspiracy. This is not some leftist wild... Well, it is. But it isn't some crazy person that nobody's ever fucking heard of saying this shit. It's a fucking congressman. Congressman, let's all get in the boat and let him take us down the terrifying Willy Wonka tunnel, right? Here we go. This is his logic stream. Like 70-some percent, 75%, we'll just work with whole numbers in a sense. 75% of white men voted for Donald Trump. And 90% of the National Guard is white men. So that means that 100% of the National Guard could quite possibly be radicalized terrorists. So we need to vet them. And I honestly think that is why so many of them are in town. They're doing one of the... because they're pulling people from everywhere. It's not like DC Guardsmen. It's not like they're just grabbing from Virginia and fucking... No, they're pulling from all 50 states. And, like, our protectors. Puerto Rico and shit like that. So, they're pulling National Guard from all posts to the Capitol. Right? And they're suspicious that quite possibly a large portion of them might be radicalized against the incoming administration. So I know, don't give them bullets. We'll only issue bullets to the ones we trust. Because they'll be the ones actually guarding Joe Biden. Because it can't be the Secret Service either. Because they have to vet all the Secret Service. In fact, Joe Biden has opted to bring in old Secret Service members from when Obama was president that are more familiar with Joe Biden. I kind of like to think that they'd be more familiar with his proclivities. But nevertheless, they're more familiar with Joe Biden. So he trusts them more than any of the Secret Service currently going on. I wonder if the Secret Service are allowed to have bullets. Or is it only Joe Biden's detail that's allowed to have bullets? Secret Servicemen out there that are not a part of Joe Biden's detail, check your magazine. Are there bullets? Let me know in the comments. And you don't, I know that like you can't be like, I'm a Secret Serviceman, blah, blah. Just, if there's just a yes, and fuck you if it's one of you I don't recognize, you have to be somebody I don't recognize. If there's just a yes, then I go, okay, they got bullets. If there's holy shit, if it's just the O, period, O of, then, oh my God. Only Joe Biden's Secret Service guys have fucking bullets. Fucking crazy. But yeah, so I think that solves the mystery of why no bullets for what has been reported large percent of the National Guard that is in the Capitol. Because they don't trust you. If you're a National Guardman and you're watching me, first of all, be careful. Like, don't get me in trouble. I understand if you're watching me and like you're sitting there laying in the fucking Capitol rotunda fucking with your phone listening to me. First of all, I get you want to be fired. I get it. I get the fucking thing. I get it. But I don't want to be hung. So leave me out of it. Nevertheless, if you're a guardsman and you're watching me, if you don't have bullets right now, my guess is, just a guess, again, I can't see the future. All I can do is take all of these parts and try and put them together. But if you're a guardsman, if you've heard what the representative from Tennessee said, if you heard it, and you're thinking to yourself, holy shit, this guy thinks that the guardsmen are all gonna become assassins, like, and you're sitting there with a gun with no bullets. I mean, that shit sounds like simple 1 + 1 to me. This asshole's saying, look, we kind of don't trust most of the National Guard, and then I hear, for some odd fucking reason, most of the National Guard ain't got bullets. Because they don't trust them. They don't trust you enough to arm you with lethal weapons, even though you have been given lethal authorization. Now see, that's got to make you wonder too. Are you bunking with a dude that has bullets? Like, how many guys without bullets to guys with bullets ratio is there? Like, because if it's 10 dudes without bullets and they're grouped up with an 11th dude that's their commanding officer and he's got bullets, that shit would make me worry. Like, as a National Guardsman, I'd be going, I don't know, guys. Like, hey, I would never tell anybody to do anything illegal, immoral, or violent of any sort. I would never give anybody that kind of advice. All I can tell you is what I would do were I a National Guardsman with a rifle with no bullets. I would find bullets.